Good morning. Welcome to the last trading day of 2023. Today is Friday, December 29. It's around 9 a.m. Eastern right now, 30 minutes before the market opens, and there are 6 levels on the chart today. To get your bearings, the vertical dotted line on the left is where the spiders, the SPY, closed yesterday, December 28, and everything after this vertical line will be today's activity in the spiders. All the levels are relatively close together today. If the market goes to sleep today and barely moves, that won't be an issue. But if something unusual happens and the market makes a big move, well, it could mean that multiple levels are hit and subsequently multiple E-mini contracts are bought or sold, depending on how the spiders come into these levels. And if multiple orders are activated without base hits being closed out, that could get interesting. Not that any of that matters to me because I will be a spectator today, not planning to enter any trades no matter what happens. But consider that today is the last trading day of the week, the last trading day of the month, and the last trading day of the year. So let's just say that it will be interesting to see where the powers that be decide to close the S&P 500 at 4 p.m. Eastern today. It may end up being a non-factor. Nothing exciting happens, but I think it's worth considering where the market is from a time perspective. I was looking at the larger time frames like the daily, weekly, and monthly charts just now, and noticing that the time it's taken the SPY to get to where it's at now for the most recent pivot lows on each respective chart, I don't think it's a coincidence that the timing looks ripe for a big move one way or the other. I have no idea. I'm not suggesting the market is going to make any major move or do anything in a big way, up or down. It's just that the spiders are at a very important place. They're knocking on the door to the all-time highs back from January of 2022, and they got to this point at a very intriguing point in time, on almost all the different time frames. But in any case, we'll know soon enough. We'll be back to look at how today's levels played out after the market closes this afternoon. So the market has closed and the market decided to go down for the most part. I've had to adjust the chart. The 476.88 is at the top. The SPY never went any higher than that. So they did touch these 4 levels. Didn't make any trades today. Wasn't planning on it pre and post holiday times like this. But had you chosen to take a trade, the short trade at 476.88 wouldn't have yielded a base hit because it just wasn't enough space there to get 40 cents before it came into the next level. So you would have jumped out about a 3 1/4 base hit. So there's a little bit of points to start the day, but it fell through the rest of the 3 levels like they really weren't there, just not enough reaction that you would normally expect when you have normal volume and normal activity in the market. But when it's slow like today, it wasn't too surprising to see them fall through. So there would have been an average of these 3 levels, and it would have resulted in a fumble, and I calculated it as around 17 points or so you would have lost. But when you reverse the position at a certain point, after that fumble, a reversal would have washed out most of that with around 15, or not necessarily 15, 12 or 13 points. And when you add it to the 3 1/4 you got earlier, it's 15 1/4 or so. So yeah, it would have been a negative $200 or $300. Depends on 2, 3, 4 contracts. Depends on what you're able to trade, but not worth it. I would rather end the day with 0 than in the red on days that you can't predict the market when you know the volume is going to be slow. Let's take a look at the tracking log just to wrap things up. So not much to speak of. Not going to count the levels that were hit because I'm only putting data in here on days that I would trade per the rules of the strategy that I've created. So calling this a no trade day for the New Year's holiday. Same thing for Monday. Well, Monday is the actual holiday, but Tuesday, January 2, calculate the levels. We'll take a look and see what happens, but don't intend on taking any trades that day. But we'll hope this information was interesting and helpful to you. Have a great day.